Ladies and gentlemen, today we bring you the inspiring story of Quaid-e-azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the man who changed the course of history and gave a separate homeland to the Muslims of the Indian subcontinent. Born on the 25th of December, 1876, in Karachi, Jinnah grew up in a middle-class family. His father, Jinnah Punja, was a merchant, and his mother, Mithibai, was a devoted housewife. Among his siblings, Jinnah was the second eldest, with 3 brothers and 4 sisters, including the famous Fatima Jinnah, who later became known as the mother of the nation. From his earliest years, young Jinnah displayed intelligence, confidence, and a strong willpower. He began his education at the Sindh Madrasatul-Islam in Karachi, before moving to Bombay for further studies. Later, he traveled to London, where he enrolled at Lincoln's Inn to study law. At a young age, he qualified as a barrister, showing remarkable dedication to his profession. During his stay in London, Jinnah developed a deep interest in politics, law, and the rights of people. Influenced by the liberal ideas of justice and equality, he returned to India with the ambition to serve his people. This was the beginning of a journey that would one day change the map of the world. After returning to India, Muhammad Ali Jinnah quickly established himself as a brilliant lawyer in Bombay. His sharp mind, powerful arguments, and deep knowledge of law earned him great respect in the legal community. But Jinnah was not just a lawyer, he was deeply concerned about the future of the people of India, especially the Muslims who were often neglected under British colonial rule. In the early years of his political journey, Jinnah joined the Indian National Congress. At that time, he believed in the dream of a united India where Hindus and Muslims could live together in peace and harmony. He became known as the ambassador of Hindu-Muslim unity, working tirelessly to bring both communities closer. Jinnah's speeches were filled with hope, vision, and a call for justice. However, as time passed, he realized that the Congress leadership was not sincere about protecting the rights of Muslims. The Hindu majority often ignored the voice of the Muslim minority, creating frustration and disappointment. Jinnah, who had once believed in a united India, began to rethink his political mission. Slowly, he distanced himself from the Congress and found a new platform to safeguard Muslim interests, the All India Muslim League. This decision marked a turning point in his life, setting him on the path to becoming the leader of an independent Pakistan. By the early 20th century, Jinnah had become a respected figure in Indian politics. He was admired for his honesty, discipline, and dedication to justice. When he joined the All India Muslim League, he gave Muslims a new sense of direction and hope. At first, Jinnah still believed that Hindus and Muslims could live together, but his experiences with the Congress convinced him otherwise. The demand for Muslim rights grew stronger as Hindus dominated the Congress leadership. Jinnah realized that Muslims needed a political identity of their own. His vision was clear: Muslims were not just a minority in India, but a separate nation with their own culture, religion, and traditions. This belief laid the foundation of the two-nation theory, which later became the basis for the creation of Pakistan. In 1940, under Jinnah's leadership, the famous Lahore Resolution was passed. It called for separate homelands for Muslims in the northwestern and eastern regions of India. This was a historic moment, as it gave Muslims a clear goal: their own independent state. Jinnah's determination, courage, and clarity of vision inspired millions. From this point onwards, there was no turning back. The movement for Pakistan had begun, and Jinnah was the man destined to lead it. The Lahore Resolution of 1940 was not just a political declaration, it was the beginning of a powerful movement that would reshape the destiny of millions. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, with his calm yet firm leadership, became the voice of Muslims who were demanding their rightful place in the subcontinent. He tirelessly traveled across India, addressing gatherings, meeting leaders, and convincing ordinary people that their future could only be secured in a separate homeland. Jinnah's speeches during this period were full of determination and vision. He reminded Muslims that they were a distinct nation, and only by achieving independence could they safeguard their culture, religion, and political rights. His famous phrase, "We are a nation with our own distinctive culture and civilization," inspired millions to rally behind him. Despite criticism and opposition, Jinnah remained steadfast. This was not an easy journey. The British rulers were hesitant to divide India, while Congress leaders strongly opposed the idea of Pakistan. Yet Jinnah's skillful diplomacy, logical arguments, and unshakable belief in the cause of Muslims made him stand out as a leader of extraordinary character. Step by step, the demand for Pakistan grew louder, and the dream of a separate homeland started to feel within reach. As the struggle for Pakistan gained momentum, Muhammad Ali Jinnah became the undisputed leader of the Muslims. His simple lifestyle, disciplined character, and sharp intellect made him a role model for millions. People began calling him Quaid-e-azam, meaning the great leader. Under his guidance, the Muslim League transformed from a small political party into a mass movement that represented the hopes and aspirations of Muslims across India. During the 1940s, Jinnah worked day and night to ensure that the voice of Muslims was heard at every platform. He negotiated with the British government, challenged the Congress leadership, and continued to inspire his people through his speeches. He made it clear that Pakistan was not just a political demand but a matter of survival for Muslims. One of Jinnah's most powerful qualities was his ability to remain calm under pressure. Even when criticized or opposed, he never raised his voice or lost his composure. Instead, he used facts, logic, and reason to win arguments. This unique style earned him respect even from his political opponents. By the mid-1940s, the idea of Pakistan had become unstoppable, and the world began to realize that Jinnah was leading a movement that could not be ignored. The years leading up to independence were filled with challenges, but Muhammad Ali Jinnah never wavered. The British government, under pressure to leave India after World War II, was looking for a solution. Meanwhile, Hindu leaders in the Congress insisted on a united India, but Jinnah stood firm. He declared that Muslims would accept nothing less than complete independence in the form of Pakistan. In 1946, the British proposed the Cabinet Mission Plan to keep India united, but Jinnah rejected it when he saw that Muslim rights were not fully guaranteed. His refusal made it clear that partition was the only solution. The Muslim League launched Direct Action Day, which showed the strength and unity of Muslims demanding a separate homeland. Though it led to violence, it also proved that the Muslim League could no longer be ignored. Finally, after years of struggle, Britain agreed to the partition of India. On the 14th of August, 1947, Pakistan was born as an independent nation. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the man who had fought tirelessly for this dream, became the first Governor-General of Pakistan. For millions of Muslims, it was a moment of joy, relief, and gratitude. The impossible had been achieved under Jinnah's leadership. The creation of Pakistan in 1947 was a historic achievement, but it also came with immense challenges. As the first Governor-General, Quaid-e-azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah had the responsibility of building a new nation from scratch. The country faced serious problems. Millions of refugees migrated from India to Pakistan. There was a shortage of resources, and the administrative system was weak. Yet Jinnah, despite being ill, worked tirelessly to set the foundation of the new state. He believed in three guiding principles: unity, faith, and discipline. To him, unity meant bringing all communities of Pakistan together as one nation. Faith meant trusting God, in themselves, and in the future of Pakistan. Discipline was about hard work, responsibility, and honesty in every aspect of life. Jinnah often told his people, "Work, work, and work. Let us put our faith in ourselves and in our future." His leadership in the early days was remarkable. He encouraged tolerance, equality, and justice. He assured the minorities of Pakistan, including Hindus, Christians, and Sikhs, that they would enjoy full rights as citizens. In his famous speech to the Constituent Assembly on August 11, 1947, he emphasized religious freedom and equality. This vision of inclusivity remains one of his greatest legacies. Despite his weak health, Jinnah continued to serve his nation with extraordinary dedication. He worked long hours every day, meeting officials, addressing the public, and planning the future of Pakistan. He laid down policies for the economy, education, defense, and foreign relations. His focus was always on building a strong, stable, and independent state. Jinnah strongly believed in the rule of law and democracy. He reminded leaders and citizens that no one was above the law. He wanted Pakistan to be a country where justice prevailed, where corruption and discrimination had no place. These ideals made him not only the founder of the nation but also its moral guide. During this time, his sister, Fatima Jinnah, remained his closest companion and strongest supporter. Known as the mother of the nation, she stood by her brother's side in every struggle, caring for him during his illness and supporting him politically. Together, they symbolized hope and courage for the people of Pakistan. Even as his health deteriorated due to tuberculosis, Jinnah never complained. He kept his illness hidden from the public so that the morale of the nation would not be shaken. His commitment to Pakistan was greater than his own personal suffering. By 1948, it had become clear that Jinnah's health was failing. The burden of leadership, combined with years of hard work and illness, had taken a toll on him. Despite this, he continued to work for his people. On September 11, 1948, just over a year after the creation of Pakistan, Quaid-e-azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah passed away in Karachi. His death was a moment of deep sorrow for the nation. Millions mourned the loss of the man who had given them their homeland. He was laid to rest in Karachi, where today his mausoleum, the Mazar-e-Quaid, stands as a symbol of respect, love, and admiration. Every year, people from all over Pakistan visit his resting place to pay tribute to the father of the nation. Jinnah's passing left a great void, but his vision and principles continued to inspire Pakistanis. His life was a reminder that determination, courage, and leadership can change the destiny of a nation. Though he left this world, his legacy remains alive in the hearts of millions. The legacy of Quaid-e-azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah is not only the creation of Pakistan but also the values he instilled in its foundation. His principles of unity, faith, and discipline continue to serve as guiding lights for the nation. He taught that with unity, people could overcome any obstacle. With faith, they could believe in themselves and their future. And with discipline, they could build a strong and prosperous state. Jinnah also emphasized the importance of hard work. His famous call of work, work, and only work highlighted his belief that progress depends on dedication and effort. He wanted Pakistan to rise as a modern, progressive, and inclusive state, where all citizens, regardless of religion or background, had equal rights. One of the most valuable lessons from his leadership was his insistence on tolerance and minority rights. He believed that true strength comes from respecting diversity and ensuring justice for all. These values are as important today as they were during the birth of Pakistan. Jinnah's vision was not limited to his time, it was timeless, meant to guide future generations. The story of Quaid-e-azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah is full of lessons for today's world. His persistence during the struggle for Pakistan shows us the power of determination. Even when faced with criticism and challenges, he never gave up. His belief in the two-nation theory and his courage to stand against powerful opposition remind us that leadership requires vision and strength. His approach to politics was also unique. He valued logic, law, and order above emotions and chaos. He proved that great change can be achieved through dialogue, negotiation, and discipline rather than violence. In a time when politics was often dominated by emotions, Jinnah's calm and reasoned leadership stood out, and moreover, his commitment to democracy and equality showed his forward-thinking nature. He wanted Pakistan to be a land of justice, fairness, and opportunity. His emphasis on education and economic development highlights his understanding that a nation cannot progress without knowledge and prosperity. Jinnah's story is not just the biography of one man, but the story of how vision, character, and leadership can create a new nation. As we look back at the life of Quaid-e-azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, we see the journey of a man who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the greatest leaders in history. From his childhood in Karachi to his education in London, from his days as a lawyer to his years as a political leader, every step of his life was marked by determination, courage, and a sense of duty. He gave Muslims of the subcontinent not only a homeland but also a vision of what their future could be. His dedication, sacrifice, and leadership made Pakistan a reality. Even today, decades after his passing, Jinnah continues to inspire millions with his words and actions. The message of Jinnah remains clear: work with unity, have faith in yourselves and your nation, and maintain discipline in every walk of life. If we follow these principles, Pakistan will continue to grow stronger and more prosperous. Quaid-e-azam's life is a shining example of how one man's vision can change the destiny of millions. His story will live forever in the history of Pakistan, and his legacy will continue to guide future generations.